Good morning, Nevada. You have Tina Drago and Jim Godwin with you today talking about what makes you healthy on your own without going to see a doctor. How you doing today, Jim?
I am doing, I'm feeling quite healthy, Tina.
Healthy enough to share your secrets?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I figured this should be a ping pong match. I'll come up with something, we'll talk about it. You come up with something, we'll talk about it.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Let's barbecue it back and forth.
I like that. Okay, so the number one thing that makes me healthy, besides, eating right, and I think we've beaten eating right like a horse. I don't know. Do you agree?
I think so. I think there's still, has been beaten with a horse. But I also think it's kind of it still needs to be beaten some more, especially when you look at how much sugar is involved. I've been trying to cut back on my sugar.
Ouch!
And there's just sugar in everything, including like pasta sauce, and so we don't so we can let the horse walk for another day.
Okay,
but
so
just look at all the hidden sugar in your breads, and it's ridiculous how much sugar is put into all these different items.
I was reading online about how wheat bread has an enormous amount of sugar in it. Everybody thinks wheat bread is healthy, but it really isn't.
Oh, yeah. A lot of breads you think are healthy when you look at the sugar content, or they'll disguise the sugar and the ingredients, but you can see it in the little list with the numbers, and it gets it's pretty ridiculous.
Fructose corn syrup, it's sugar, man. It's sugar with a different name.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are not good for you, and I have to agree 100%. If we could just consciously cut the sugar out, and in all honesty, if you want to eat sugar, have sugar. Don't have corn syrup.
Exactly. Or I have quite a big sweet tooth, so I try and eat healthy most of the time, and then have little planned excursions into what I like to call my sugar dreamland.
So what is your, I just got a whole visual going on there. So when we go into
cotton candy clouds, and it's a beautiful, beautiful place.
So what's your favorite go-to? What is your go-to?
Oh, I have a huge ice cream problem.
Really? It's like an addict?
Oh yeah, I gotta have some ice cream now and again.
Do you know
But I've been experimenting. There's a lot of great options out there. Just an example, if you're conscious about what you're eating, there's Ben & Jerry's has a non-dairy ice cream that's made with almond milk that tastes as amazing as ice cream.
Really?
And then there's also some ice creams out there that are sweetened with agave rather than sugar and has a lower glucose level.
That's important.
And they have some more of the frozen yogurts. Some of the Greek frozen yogurt ice creams are quite good and a bit healthier.
See, I'm a Haagen-Dazs. Yeah. If I'm going to have ice cream, I'm going straight for the good stuff.
That's what I did on Sunday.
But then again, I'm like a 2 tablespoon, and then I'm good.
Oh.
Where I know people think those pint size are single serving. Are you one of those?
You are a reasonable person. It sounds relatively insane to me.
That's it, 2 tablespoons and I'm done? My sons laugh at me. They think I'm hysterical because they think the pints are single-serving containers.
I always try and do that with the pint containers. I'm like, oh, that'll last a good 2-3 days. And then I start going, I'm like, one more scoop won't hurt. And then I go a little further, I'm like, well, there's not even half in there. And then it's bad. And then
you talk yourself into it.
Yeah. So what did you want to, so we can let the horse of healthy eating graze in the pasture?
People look at salt content, look at sodium content, and look at sugar content.
Yes.
If you look at just those 2 things, you'll do yourself a world of good without too much pain.
Huge. I've been having a lot of gastrointestinal issues and have to seeing specialists. I've had to drastically change my diet, and I have felt by cutting back a lot of sodium and a lot of fatty foods and sugar, and I feel 100 times better. And I'll tell you, on Sunday, I had a bit of a cheat day that went a little out of control.
Oh.
That involved popcorn and ice cream.
And how did you feel?
So that night I was in some serious pain, and then yesterday, my cheat day. And the whole time I was cheating, it was quite fun. But there was a little bit in my head going, oh, you're taking this too far.
You're going to pay.
And then the bad part of Jim from Sugarland said, "It's Sunday, man. You got to live it up. Life is short." And then I was just miserable yesterday.
You know what, though?
So when you have those cheat days,
yes,
also good not to go overboard.
Know that you will have a couple days of redemption that have to be done in order to get yourself on track.
I was like Jim Morrison in the kitchen. I was going a little crazy.
We have, well, I have to confess, my cheat food is fried chicken.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
I cannot, if I smell fried chicken, I am like, I can't walk away. I can't. So,
oh, my goodness. Next time you were in northern Nevada, Tina.
Yes. Is there a
I'm
place?
taking you to Cafe Del Rio in Virginia City for the gospel fried chicken.
Oh.
They only make it once a week, and it's the most amazing, delectable thing ever.
Do they have hot sauce with it? Because I got to have hot sauce.
It comes on the sign. I don't even know. It's just, I can't even explain it.
I am just, that is absolutely my downfall. I can walk away or eat 2 scoops of ice cream or something like that. I can walk away from everything but fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
It's crazy, too.
Well, one thing that's nice is that with your cheat days and with watching what you eat is instead of doing a major overhaul of everything you eat and just really beating yourself up, because your body will go through, if you just stop eating all sugar, your body's it's gonna be a rough change for it. So I think it's good to make small choices and small changes and moderate rather than doing a complete overhaul or a body cleanse and all that kind of stuff.
And it will make you happier and healthier if you make small
changes.
Yes.
Yes.
So we've spent the first, I love this, we spent the first 6 minutes or almost 7 minutes of our show talking about how to make yourself healthy and confessing our sins. So,
that segment where they talked about healthy eating, they talked about fried chicken and ice cream. So I went to a chicken and waffles joint.
Exactly.
Great. I love that show.
So one of the things I do every morning, and I'm religious about it, is I have a NutriBullet. And I do a shake, or not a shake. They say it's emulsified. So I put everything in it: carrots, celery, kale, spinach. I put all this. So I fill like 3/4 of it with really green, healthy, fresh salad. Basically, you're my salad. And then on the top, I put like a half a banana, a couple fresh strawberries, or even the frozen stuff's good too. And then I put in like 1 scoop of protein powder. Like 2 scoops would be a meal. I put in 1 scoop only because I figure my meal's already in there. And then I put in like cinnamon and turmeric. I think I said that right. Turmeric. Anyways. Turmeric. Thank you. Cinnamon, turmeric. I put in all kinds of like little vitamins and herbs and things like that. And I blend it all up. And that's my breakfast every morning.
I just want to start off by saying to the listeners that this was not planned, but I am a huge NutriBullet person. Love my NutriBullets.
We could do a commercial.
I have to have it on a day when I don't have it. I don't quite feel right.
You know what?
And I do the exact same thing as you with the bulk of vegetables, and then I don't feel like I'm forcing myself to eat vegetables later.
Right.
It's a nice way to just get some nice, healthy, raw, pure food up in there.
It's great for you, and you'll be amazed at how quick you start feeling really good. And you notice when you don't have one.
Absolutely.
You get a little sluggish. And the meal actually takes me to lunch. I don't cheat. I'm not like hungry in an hour.
Yeah, it's nice. It sits with you.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you lots of energy. It's fantastic. I love that machine.
And then I have for lunch, I have one of my board members actually makes, he has a company that makes healthy lunches. And like that are diabetic and hypertensive and all that stuff. Because I'm that person that works until I go, whoa, I'm starving. And then I go grab a hot dog at 7-Eleven or something. I'm like, so he has those lunches and he delivers them. So if you can get like something like that's delivered or that's prepared in advance and you do that for lunch, that's great.
Yeah. I would also like to applaud your courage in admitting that you would get a hot dog from 7-Eleven.
Oh my God, chili cheese hot dog with jalapenos.
Oh my! I used to eat that in my freshman year in college.
It's really bad, but that was like my go-to star food. So you wonder how I can be healthy, right? But I think one of the ways that I stay healthy is I'm a very positive person, and I'm always laughing and looking at the happy side of life. And I think if people laugh and people think positive thoughts, that is going to keep them healthy too.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with you on the mindset. And that can apply to healthy eating and getting exercise and everything you do. That particular mindset or outlook is essential. For instance, working out so your body looks a certain way is one thing, but I think it's important to kind of focus on exercising to feel healthy and to be able to do more stuff and eat better. Not so you can lose weight and fit and whatever, but healthy so you can feel better and do things. I mean, the physical type vain things are important, but I think it's better to have a little bit of a stronger motivation behind what you're doing, which is just feel better, get more out of life.
You know what? And people are drawn to that. When you're laughing and you're happy and you've actually are positive about things, people are drawn to you. And the more people that are drawn to you, the more support you have in doing positive things.
Well, absolutely. And you also, through that, you positively affect other people.
Yep.
And it's kind of contagious and spreads through. It's kind of hard to talk about without veering into cheesiness.
Well, you know what? I'm an advocate.
Which is also a place I live next to Sugarland.
Sugarland is Cheeseville?
Yeah.
Is that near Wisconsin?
Yes, I do, Tina.
We have, I personally, I think laughing burns calories. I don't care if science says no. I believe it does. If you're laughing and you're positive, your energy's higher, you're moving more. It is an addiction. And
yeah,
and you choose that. When you're not happy, you're sedentary and depressed, and you're isolated. People don't want to be around a bummer.
Yeah. Taking things, and it also helps you not take things so seriously, which just makes life easier and eliminates a lot of stress.
That's another
I
point.
think, which is,
yes,
that leads to not exercising or to eating healthily.
Yep.
That's stress, and I've had a lot of stress issues in my life and anxiety issues, and it is rough. It's important to get under control. Over a year ago, right when my baby, it was at the time was like 5 months old, I was short of breath and having chest pains and pains in my arm, and I was like wheezing, and I was just in horrible shape. I thought I was having a heart attack or heart failure. All weekend, I wasn't getting better. Went to the emergency room and ran all these tests, and it turned out just to be stress.
Isn't that amazing how stress can affect you?
Oh, it is. It was a real mind opener. Well, at first I was very livid because it's just stress, and I was like, no, I want something easy to fix where you just give me medicine and I'm okay and I don't need something.
Give me a pill.
You got to work on your stress, which is a hard, ineffable thing to approach, but it's once you start doing it and read, it's not that difficult to start working on your stress and being conscious of your breathing and what stresses you out, what causes you to eat, which has also helped me cut back on the ice cream quite a bit.
Oh, well, you know what? I have a firm, so how I deal with stress, and I'm one of those people that I actually perform really well under the gun, under pressure, under stress. I'm a high performer. Mm-hmm. I don't curl up in a ball. Which kind of makes me kind of a stress, I'm attracted to stress. If life is too smooth and there isn't enough going on and I don't have challenges out there, I get bored and I get fat. So when I'm happy and there's no stress in my life, I'm chubby.
Yeah, I feel you there.
But how I internalize stress is as a challenge, as a puzzle, as a game. I don't look at it as something that's daunting and I can't do. I look at it as bring it on. So even if you have to deal with stress in your life, your mindset on how you deal with it is going to help you.
Exactly. Flip your consciousness.
Yeah, just fool yourself. It's okay. Like when you think there's nothing, there's nothing in the world that you can do. Everything is out of your control, and you're stressed by that. Pick something that you do have control over, focus it, and make it your own. And that will help you. And then let go of stuff you can't control. I mean, I know people that are worried all the time about things they can't control, and that boggles me, because why are you worried about things you can't control? That's just not self-fulfilling. That's just like self-depleting.
Exactly.
So did your stress come from being a new daddy?
That was part of it, and lack of sleep, and it was just me not dealing with things very well.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was the sleep deprivation. Before the baby, I would average like 8 hours as a minimum, and I would get 10 or up hours of sleep ever since I was in my 20s in college. And then with the baby, and I switched careers, my sleep schedule was drastically changed. So I wasn't also sleeping very much either, which is a huge contributor to your well-being.
It really
and
is.
How you deal with what's thrown at you.
And everybody has a different sleep pattern. You know, like society says you should have 6 to 8 hours of sleep every night. I'm I'm like a 3 to 5 hour sleep a night person.
Oh, wow.
And that could probably that could be part of my hyperactivity. But when I find myself working really hard and dealing with like the challenges of stressful situations, I find I sleep more. But when things are clipping along and I'm just like on a high and a buzz, I'm a solid 3 hours, 4 hours of sleep.
Wow, nice.
And just on average, I go to bed at midnight, I'm up at 5. So, but but I do know there's people like my sister who goes to bed at 8:30 and she's up at 5. So everybody has their own what makes their body work, and you should focus on that. Don't take away from it.
Because we're all unique snowflakes, people.
Yes,
we're all unique snowflakes with different sleep needs.
Different sleep needs, different food needs, different exercise needs. Everybody's unique. And so part of that is communicating and knowing that you're communicating effectively with yourself. And I think that would make you healthier as well. Ask questions, check things out.
Oh, I agree. And 2 things I think that contribute to a healthy sense of wellness that aren't quite unique to everybody is one is staying hydrated. And drinking enough fluids during the day, and then also limiting your screen time, which is another thing I've been very conscious of lately.
Sitting in front of the computer?
The amount of time you spend on your phone. I started tracking every time I went on my smartphone or computer and what I did and what websites I went to, so like how many times, and it was ridiculous.
Really?
It's amazing how you sit there and you're like, I'm just going to sit down for 5 minutes outside and look at Twitter or Facebook. And if you actually pay attention to the time, that time comes into 15 minutes of just stuff occupying your brain and distracting you.
I have to tell you, Facebook, right? Facebook, you go on there and you're like, no, they didn't say that. Oh my God, I like this. Look at this.
Yeah, and you're just on there. That 5 minutes or that couple minutes of sitting down to rest turns into a 15, 20 minutes or longer if you're not too careful. But that's important. It's also not good to look at your cell phone or iPad or tablet. I'm still not getting money from Apple. I'm working on it, though.
Yeah.
And the light from the screens disrupts your circadian rhythms and interferes with your sleep. So it's really, you'll see those articles all the time. Don't look at your phone 30 minutes or an hour before bedtime. And that's a scientifically proven fact. It disrupts your circadian rhythms.
I just had somebody say to me, how do I get my kids to go to bed earlier? And I said, give them a paper book, not a tablet. And they went, they went, really? And I'm like, yeah, those books. I mean, the iPads and the those ebooks and all that stuff. Even though you're reading, it's the screen is keeping you active.
Mm-hmm.
And that's important to have a good point on. But you know what?
Exactly.
I have 2 little furry animals, and this is something that personally keeps me healthy, I love pets and plants, pets and plants, because they give me a responsibility and a calming.
Funny you should say that. Just the other day, the first dog cafe opened up in Los Angeles, and it's a coffee shop with food and coffee and beverages and tons of puppies.
Oh, we have a couple of those.
You can go in and have coffee and hang out and play with these cute puppies. And they're also for adoption. So then if you get along particularly well with a puppy, you can take that puppy home. Or
nice.
You can just go in and play with a puppy and cheer yourself up. And they've been using dogs to cheer up terminally ill people and people in hospitals. And an animal is really, really amazing and can help out your life, gives you someone to talk to.
And they love you no matter what. We have, at UNLV, they bring the rescue dogs to campus during midterms and finals.
Oh, nice.
And the kids will play with them just as a calming factor between tests, and they're in the, what do they call that? The big building where they all congregate.
Student Union.
Student Union, thank you. It sounds like. So, yeah, they bring them into the Student Union, and the kids can come in there and hang with them and pet them and chill, and it calms them between tests. And they're finding it's positively impacting their scores.
Oh, that is very cool.
And I just had someone, one of my girlfriends who had to undergo some heart surgery, and the hospital let her husband bring the dog in, and the dog stayed with her overnight.
Oh, that is beautiful.
And
I like hearing stories like that.
And my dogs jump up on my bed at night and slap my iPad out of my hand and sit on me. So they instinctively know.
High intelligence.
Yes, they do. They're like, "No, Mom, you need to go to sleep. Put that down. Lick me." Yeah. So these are some great things. So healthy eating. I'm recapping now because we're in our last couple minutes of the show.
Okay.
So help me if I missed something. Healthy eating, hydration, being happy, being positive, laughing. Pets, plants. What have I missed? Stress.
Eliminating screen time.
Reducing your stress by knowing what you are in control of and what you aren't. Give it up to the gods if you don't have control over something. Just, think happy thoughts that, things will be better in the long run.
Exactly. And also, let's just throw in the recap, just some walking.
Oh.
Going out and walking is beautiful and good for you.
And if you have a pet, they love to walk with you. And if you have a child.
Hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can drink water while you walk. So
those little things.
That ties everything together.
If you just decide to do one positive thing a week, before you know it, within a couple months, you're doing lots of positive things. And it wasn't that detrimental to your lifestyle. Wouldn't you say?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well put, Tina Drago. Well put.
Baby steps. That's my big thing. Baby steps in life.
It's like Bill Murray in the What About Bob?
Exactly.
Baby steps.
So if you have anything else you want to contribute, please email us. Jim, give us your email address, and I'll give you my email address. Email us and give us topics.
Yeah, my email address is jgodwin, that's Godwin, at nvpca.org.
And mine is tdrago at firstpersоncc.org. Anything you want else to tell us, you want us to talk about? We would love to hear from you.
Well, I was just going to wish everybody a beautiful week.
Beautiful week sounds wonderful. We've got lots of rain down here in Vegas. How's it up in Carson City?
Rainy yesterday. Today, pretty sunny. We go up to upper 60s yesterday and today, and then it goes down into the lower 50s, and then pops back up into the 70s next week. It's crazy bipolar weather.
Oh, see, we have lows in the 40s and highs in the 80s. Desert living at its best.
Can't beat the desert.
There you go. Thank you, Nevada. Take care. Bye-bye.